What is up, everybody? Welcome to the video and welcome to, I was going to say Burbank, but we're not there yet. We are in Malibu. So this, you remember Eric, he's on a lot of my videos. He knows everything around here and he's also the Back to the Future guru. So today we're going to hit some Halloween spots and we're going to start with a Friday the 13th location, but we actually pulled over at this place because this looks a lot more cooler on the way through. So this is called Cornell something?
The old place.
Cornell the old place. So we're going to take a quick mooch around the outside. I'll show you what's going on and we'll go to the next location. Right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go. I don't know what it is about stuff like this, with like the old gumball machines in this setting. I'm really terrible at explaining stuff. It's almost like time forgot this place a little bit, and like the scales just over there, and that massive cock. I mean, but yeah, it's just incredible. Stuff like this just makes me smile so much, and this is very typical Americana, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is incredible. So we made it to the Friday the 13th location. So this is from part 5. And this is the petrol station or gas station where they pulled in at, and I'll quickly put a video or a still of the scene that I'm talking about. But as a huge Friday the 13th fan, this is amazing for me. Yeah, this is great. So we managed to find parking right outside the other place, but it was just so busy and a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. But it was a cool spot, but at the end of the day it's Friday afternoon and it's a cool place and it was busy, but yeah, I couldn't really show you much, so we went to the second spot, which is the Mystery Museum. Now this looks incredible, so let's get inside. So the first thing I can see when I come in is this Zoltar, which takes me right back to when I was probably 5-6 years old when I watched Big. However,
do you like scary movies?
Oh my god, I do actually. Some really cool trinkets and frames. I know somebody would really like something like that. A little bit too demonic for me. We've got here some of the memorabilia. there is just tons of random things. It's like, I say this all the time when I go to things like this, it's like sensory overload. But there's something to look at every inch of this place. Oh my God, look, it's 𝗬𝗁 again. $0.25. I haven't got any change on me. So when I was an exchange student, my host family bought me a Ouija board, which at the time, I don't know if they still are at the moment, but they're illegal, I want to say, to possess in England. Anyway, Joe sent one to me, and my mum made me promise her that I wouldn't use it in the house. And there's for good reason, because our house had some really random stuff going on. Got quite a few stories, maybe I'll tell you one day. But yeah, if there's one thing I do believe in, it's demons, because I'm haunted by them sometimes. I often have really bad dreams, so I just feel they're real. And I had a few chase me for the longest time, and thankfully I don't dream about it as much anymore, or feel it. So maybe I'm turning a corner. I wonder what some of this means. I feel like if I read this stuff out loud, I'm going to summon the dead. I don't know. I don't know about you, but dolls are not my favourite thing. There's a sign there that says do not touch. It's not going to happen, trust me. I'm not touching anything that looks like that. Another one of my favourite horror movies, or anthologies, or trilogies, whatever you want to call it, is...
Hello, Creep.
Jesus Christ.
Care to receive your misfortune?
Tales from the Crypt, an old school wheelchair. I feel like they're in every haunted hospital. Biological staining coupling? Coupling. Don't know what that means. This looks familiar though. It's just missing the needle on the end. This stuff is cool. Look at that. Older than dirt. A creepy looking shoe. Whose is that? Is it this little baby's? I doubt it. It's too big. This is something that you find outside Leatherface's house. These random parts of dolls. Is that his face? Okay. I was right. Okay, now this is vile. No thanks. And apparently these are real. They're, I don't want to say stuffed, but they're taxidermied, apparently. And oddly enough, as I'm stood here, it smells like mothballs. Oh, look. It's a weekend special skeleton. Whatever that means. Gross. $2 each. I got some at home you can have for nothing, mate. Old school medicine chest. Do not open. There's a good chance of that. There's their disclaimer, sold as props. So I was looking at one of these to put my Freddy Krueger hand in. Elena said that that would be ideal for that kind of thing, but I feel like I need a display case like this because I'm getting more and more stuff. Another weekend special, $3 grand. 5,000 for a set, 4,500 for a skeleton, and 1,200 for the coffin. Why do I find this stuff so fascinating? That one looks out of place, like it's too brand new. Okay, so we used to have this stuff in our medicine cabinet at home. I think we used it for measles. Am I thinking of that, or am I thinking of something else? Begins with C. I can't think of it. If I can remember, I'll put it on the screen somewhere. I wonder who would have this stuff in their house just displayed like this. I know a couple of people. They've also got a coffin at the end of their bed. Well, it used to be at the end of their bed. 𝗓𝗏𝗃𝗃 or something. I love a good sticker. It's a bit random. Why is he wearing blusher? That's clever. Day of the Dead Jason. Is that Mars Attacks? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a couple of these. I love a good 90s slasher. Where's the 80s one though? Only $3, I'll have to grab one. Maybe get that one. Daisy's Colours. So, if you remember the movie Urban Legend, this is the costume. I'm gonna have to ask him if it's the actual costume or it's just a replica. It was 245, mate. That was 90. So I can't imagine this being just some black coat. There's something spooky about old photographs. It's so random. Like, who are these people? There's of course photos back when these were taken. It's like one of, not like the thousands that I've probably taken just sat in here on my iPhone. Frighten the life out of me. Keep making me jump like that, your future's going to be really bleak. Okay, so we're in room 2 now. I think this is more modern slasher horror stuff and not so much like vintage. There's so much to look at. Oh, what movie is that from? Can't remember. Got the typical busts. What, does anybody know why they call them busts? Another one of my favourite movies, Evil Dead. I regret not booking tickets to meet Bruce Campbell back at 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗧. Next time, Gadget. Okay, that's cool. Okay, this is the tits. There's young Jason, pre-hockey mask. That's got to be a bit of a Jaws tribute, if I've ever seen it. All right, here he is, the man himself, Jason.
Thank you so much.
He's got Freddy's head in his hand, that's great. From the movie Freddy vs. Jason. I forget who actually won that, if anybody. Got some old school clothing, kind of Camp Crystal Lake-esque 1980s camp counselor stuff, that's cool. For your backpacking purse needs. Somebody needs to hide my wallet because I'm going to end up buying so much shit. Some merch for the shop. Mystic Museum. I'm telling you, you've got to come down and check this place out. It's worth the effort. Parking's pretty cool, pretty straightforward. I'm probably going to have to keep talking through this because I think there's some copyright music over there in the background. But I love a good t-shirt as well. Well, that was super interesting and totally worth making the effort to come down here. So yeah, if you're ever down in this area, I'll put the details in the screen below and you'll have to come and check it out. Yeah, it was amazing. Right, we're gonna get out of here. If you haven't already, slap the like button, tickle the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Forever loving the horror. Behave yourself.